Time to jump into iRacing this week, and we're back in the Skip Barber Formula Series, and this week we are racing at Lime Rock Park. This layout, however, is one that I haven't raced at before, and we're going to be taking on the layout with the West Chicane. This chicane is just at the top of the hill, just before the downhill section, so it slows you down so you don't get as much speed on the exit of the lap. But in practice, I was pretty much getting to grips with it, so I'm pretty confident that I can go well here. Anyway, let's jump into the race and see how it went. All right, guys, here we are back in the Skippy at Lime Rock, and this layout is the one with the East Chicane. It's one that I've not actually raced at before. Qualified in P6, and there's 23 drivers in this one, so this is the biggest.
Whoever's got the throwback Williams F1 livery, that thing is awesome.
Cheers, James. Thank you.
Good luck, guys.
Where was I? Yeah, so, 23 drivers in this one. So it's the biggest grid of Skippies I have ever been.
How many gears
in.
does this thing have? Is it 4 or 5?
It's 5 gears, Chris. Yeah, hopefully we can have a good race.
Thank you.
So just got to
How
make.
do you switch the mirrors on?
About that. All we got to be careful of here is going over the crest with this car.
Got to do your graphics settings, mate.
The crest can be quite unforgiving, as it is in any car, but this one especially. First few laps as well until the tyres sort of get up to temperature are going to be quite brutal. So let's see how we can do. Qualifying.
I'm only messing with you.
Qualifying wasn't as quick as I'd done in practice, so.
Standing start lights. All right, Nick. Nice and neat. Stay out of trouble. Green, green, green.
Away we go.
The next car is Neil, car number 7, A license, and their rating is 1.9. Start's okay, we're still in
James
this.
got a bit caught out behind. Oh dear. Well, we've gained 4th, but that's unfortunate.
Are you blind or what?
I lost it at the apex.
Just lovely. Okay, Nick, the next car is Luck, car number 4, B license, and their rating is 2.6.
That looks like a bit of a shit show around the chicane.
Awesome stuff, mate. Keep it coming. P4.
Yeah, I can have to play it.
Not turning in as well as I normally get, I don't think, around here. It's in practice, so someone's big cloud of smoke ahead.
Just ignore him, he'll go away.
We're up into P3 here. Whether or not that damage, if we've got any, is going to cost us.
Carol, car number 1 is now in the lead. The leader's just done a 103.01.
Tyler's got a massive slipstream though.
103.4.
On your right. Clear right.
Sector 1 is 0.7 right off the pace.
Fucking cars flying off the track all over the place.
Yeah, they are.
They've got damage. And if we can't get the better of Tyler here... Oh, he's wrecked. Well, we're back into P3.
Is it a particularly slippy, skippy track today?
Yeah, it is.
Lost about a second there to Billy behind.
Uh-oh.
But we're back up into P3 now, the podium positions.
Fastest lap for Carroll, 102.74. The guy in
We
front
need to
has
settle
just
down
done
now.
102.83. P3.
I feel like the track conditions are really good, and people are still.
The car in front is Van Eeklen, car number 2, B licence, and their rating is 4.9.
I'm finding it particularly slippy, to be honest.
Yeah, and that his rear end likes to kick out a lot.
Predictable.
The leaders have bolted though.
Like somebody done a hoch tour on the track.
There it is.
Neil might get past me here though. In practice, he looked quicker
spit on
than me.
that thing.
But we'll see.
The gap to Neil behind is now 2.2. Alright Nick, the next car is a lap behind.
Certainly don't feel like I've got the front end I normally have. So we could be falling back in this one. Only problem is, Neil seems to be pulling Billy along with him.
The leader has just done a 102.26. That's a new fastest lap for Van Eeklen, 102.20.
Already coming up some back markers now.
Thanks for the safe pass.
The guy in front is one lap behind. New fastest lap for Carroll, 102.13.
Yeah, we've not got an answer here for Neil.
Right side. Still there. Clear right.
P4, you've just done a 103.87. The car in front has just done a
Still in the
102.47.
twos.
Don't think we're going to have an answer for Billy either. I mean, he is a 2.7k driver, so... fair enough.
Okay, Nick, the next car is Neil, car number 7, A licence, and their rating is 1.9. Roberts is closing the gap. It's now 0.42. Fastest lap for Van Eeklen, 102.00.
Yeah. Another position lost.
Right side. Hold your line. Clear right.
Your lap times are improving. Don't give up. Keep him under pressure.
Third race distance coming up to.
Yellow flag. The
Still
next
slipping,
car is
yeah.
Roberts. Car
Well,
number
most of the
3,
track.
A license. And their rating is 2.8.
Ah,
Okay, Nick, we've just cut the track. You have 5 incident points.
How to hold the line through here?
not going to be good. We picked up some points in practice
Keep
as
digging.
well.
P5.
Not very qualifying.
Gap to Roberts. Ahead is increasing. It's now 1.6 seconds.
David was quicker than me in practice though, so again, much higher rated driver than myself.
The leader has just done a 101.78. That's a new fastest lap for Van Eekelen. 101.78.
Line.
What are you doing, Gregory? You're left, man.
No, I'm not.
Gregory.
No need.
New fastest lap for Van Eekelen. 101.71.
Thank you, buddy.
Great timing.
Right side. Hold your line.
I
Clear
will
right.
fucking report you, man. I will really fucking
P6.
report you, man.
That was
Holy
103.68.
Really?
Come on, Nick. Don't let him get away.
Man, you were fucking left, man. What the fuck? James, please help me report this idiot, bro.
Car left.
You need
Yellow
to
flag.
report yourself
Clear
for the
left.
use of the language, buddy.
The car in front of us is, look, car number 4, B
Like
license.
this.
And their rating is 2.6. Carol, car number 1, is now leading.
I don't think iRacing staff are really keen on the use of profanity.
And
They're
you're gonna,
located in Boston and New Jersey. They are definitely users of that language.
Oh, yeah, there.
appreciate Andy not unlapping himself there.
Yeah, but the sporting code for iRacing strictly prohibits the use of foul language.
Coming up
To
to
an
half
extent.
distance.
New fastest lap for Carol, 101.64.
Just needs to do enough now to try and hold on to 6th place
Thank you.
for the last 12 laps.
Okay, Nick, you're halfway home. Your fuel is fine. The car in front is 1 lap behind. Good consistency. Keep them coming. The gap to P14 behind is now 1.2. 1 lap behind.
Hopefully the lapped cars give me a bit of a buffer to the guy behind, and hopefully he'll get held up, maybe trying to get past a few of these guys. Do maybe getting past George in front if I can catch up to him.
The gap to P5 ahead is increasing. It's now 4.0. That lap time was 103.54. That's your quickest lap in this session.
Thank you for safely allowing me past, Gregory.
That's a new fastest lap for Van Eekelen, 101.51.
Not really catching George though.
Van Eekelen, car number 2, is leading the race.
If anything, I think George is starting to pull away from me. Liking there though the shift down to second. In practice I was taking that chicane in third, but I seem to get a much better drive out the corner in
You've just
second.
done a 103.36. Good lap. That's your best in the session. P6, the gap to Luck ahead is increasing. It's now 6.6 seconds.
Well, that's not distracting. Got a freaking little spider
Track limits.
dangling down in front of me from my ceiling. Alright, so the gap to Mark in 7th seems to have sort of stabilised.
Thanks, Dan.
Don't think we've got to worry too much about that, so we just now need to keep it nice and consistent.
Thanks, James.
Yep. I'm not a fast man.
In the final third of the race now. Lap 18 of 24.
Okay, Nick, the next car is 2 laps behind.
And in front, who needs to be relatively slow here. Thanks, Dan, I appreciate it.
P7, it's getting closer. The gap's come down to 9.0 seconds. The car in front of us is a lap behind.
What I've found, like here, especially, I don't know if it's this car in general, but under braking, the car seems to pull to the right a little bit. So in turn 1 and the chicane at the top of the hill, the chicane I think it is on this one, I've actually found I can just brake and not actually steer too much into there because the...
Okay, Nick, the next car
I don't know if
is
it's the camber
2
of the
laps
track
behind.
or if it's just like the way of the car, but yeah, because it pulls to the right, you don't actually have to steer too much to the... Well, let the car naturally rotate into the corner.
No problem, mate.
Car right, clear right.
Thanks, Richard.
Fastest lap for Carroll, 101.43.
Left side, clear left.
Thanks, James.
The car in front of us is now 1 lap behind.
All right, 4 left to run here.
No problem, man.
Mark is only 6.6 seconds behind now.
The fastest lap for Carroll, 101.42.
I think we've got enough.
Thanks, John.
Lemon is reeling you in. The gap's now 6.9.
Ah,
Stay between the lines, please, Nick.
safety
You have
rating's not going to be
7
too good
incident
after this
points.
one. Especially picking those up in qualifying as well, but 3 to run.
That's a new fastest lap for Carol, 101.38.
One's been lapped up to P8 at this point. There's only, yeah, P7. Up to P7 are on the lead lap.
Two to go.
Thank you.
Fastest lap for Carol, 101.24.
Stand up a little bit. For some reason I thought I was in the Mazda then and could take that flat out. Alright, should be here to take the white flag.
One more lap to go.
Glad I heard that at the last minute. I just ran a wheel just
All
before
right,
I
Nick,
started
the next
braking on the
car is
grass.
2 laps behind. This guy's
Back,
reputation's
Martin.
a bit sketchy. Bear it in mind.
Bang. I was gonna say good race, but, well,
Well, that was all about just a race
Trying to
of
snatch the
attrition,
brake while I
really,
had
isn't it?
the tyre on the grass. That would have been absolute disaster. But over the crest for the final time, down to the east chicane for the final time now. It's unfortunate I picked up that incident, I think.
The track
would have had
temperature
good
is falling.
pace.
It's now 19 Celsius.
But we flew high as P3. Fortunately, we just couldn't keep up the pace with the... I think I've got damage at least on the front.
2 litres remaining. Yellow flag.
Well,
Keep your wits about you, mate.
We come home for a P6.
6th place. Okay, that's the finish. Well
Which,
done, mate.
considering we were car number 12, is not a bad result, I don't think. Did enough to stay ahead of Mark in P7, but other than that, we didn't have an answer for anybody in front because we just weren't quick enough, couldn't get the front end turned in as well as I'd liked. But we settled in and we compensated for it as the race went on. A lot of incident points though in this one, unfortunately. We'll take another look at the incident at the top of the hill on lap 1. See if there's anything different I could have done to avoid, but as I bring it in, we'll take a look at the incident and then we'll have a look at the results. So as we entered the chicane, I don't know, I just kind of froze. I don't know why. I didn't even try and avoid that incident. That was really weird. I could see it all unfolding in front of me. But I don't know, I just sort of froze. And there was just nothing, I kind of didn't react to it at all. At that point, I should have possibly, you know, I can see the car losing it here. And I could have, if I'd have reacted, sort of gone left here to avoid. But unfortunately, I didn't. And we hit... not sure who that, I think that might have been David actually, David or Neil, but I do know that that car came back past me because I commented on the, or I noticed, and maybe didn't comment, but I said about the damage on the back. Looking at my damage here though on the front, I mean, did I actually end up with any damage or was I just genuinely slow in this one? No. I mean, visually, there might be a little bit of a bent end plate there on the, as we're looking at the left-hand side of the wing. And the steering felt a little bit off in a straight line. But, yeah, I mean, visually, there's not a lot of damage there. So, I don't know. Maybe I was just not very good around here. But, anyway, let's go and take a look at the results. This was the one and only split, and the strength of field was 1,477. We were car number 12, started P6, and finished P6. Our fastest lap of the race was a 103.357. Fastest lap of the race by Carl was a 101.238, so 2.1 seconds faster than my lap. We had 7 instant points and take 71 points for the championship. We lose 0.04 on our safety rating, taking us to 3.63, but we gained 52 iRating, taking us to 1,509. There we go, guys. That's the race, and I think on the face of it, I'm pretty happy with the result. Come home in P6 with a grid size of 23 cars is a pretty good achievement, I think, on the face of it. A shame we couldn't get the podium, and although visually we couldn't see any damage on the car, I do feel like we were damaged in a little way because we just didn't have the pace on the straights. Other people in my slipstream were gaining, but when I was in the slipstream with others, I wasn't really gaining on them. So I do feel like there was some aero damage, even if it wasn't visual. I must apologise though, throughout that commentary I believe I was calling it the East Chicane. It is actually the West Chicane at Lime Rock, so apologies for getting that wrong. Anyway guys, thank you very much for watching, hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please consider giving it a like. And if you want to see more racing action from me, make sure to hit subscribe, because there'll be plenty more coming real soon. If you want to get involved with the action on iRacing, head down to the description where you'll find a link, and hopefully I'll see you on track real soon. But all that's left for me to say is thank you very much for watching, and until next time, see ya.